Welcome, my dear viewer, to Dr. Paul Kibicho social media platform. And today, I want us to look at something that has really made me see the need for me to come and share with you after this particular service. I have lived in this world for quite some time now, and they are not aware of what exists or what is actually within the subsystem or within the ecosystem. Kenyans have this tendency of ignoring all the information that they get. The Bible tells us that my people perish for lack of knowledge. When the Bible says that my people perish of lack of knowledge, because they have refused to seek it, I want first of all, everybody watching me from wherever you are to appreciate that we perish because we refuse to seek this particular information. And I want even to share with you these words in the Bible. The Bible, in the book of Hosea 4:6, records, and I'm now giving you the Bible first. I've just come back from church and I'm sharing this information so that all of you may get to appreciate. My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge because you have rejected knowledge. I also reject you as my priests because you have ignored the law of your God. I also will ignore your children because they have refused to seek it. Completely, we have refused to seek this knowledge. And what is the purpose of information? I want even to share with you this because I'm very disturbed. Purpose of information in life. Now, you can't make a decision if you don't have some information on what it is that you want to do in life. I'm in both TikTok page, Dr. Paul Kebicho, a PhD QBHSC TikTok page, and I'm also on my YouTube channel. Now, what is the purpose? Why do we require information in our lives? Why is information so important in our lives? Because you can't make a decision and an appropriate decision if you don't understand what the contents of that issue you are making a decision on entails. And that is why even some pastors in Kenya have taken advantage of the ignorant flock. Because even some ungodly things are being propagated by people that the so-called men of God. People are being lied to. Why? Because you don't have information. Because information separates you from that filthy congregation. Information. Information plays a very, very important role in almost all aspects of our lives. It helps us to learn. We learn from information. It helps us to grow and to make informed decisions. I thank God I had talked about informed decisions. In the modern world that we are living in today, you can't survive. You can't live without information. So, number one, I want to give you the benefits of information. Information leads to personal growth in lives. Now, you need to ask yourself, even when it comes to farming, God has given you maybe 1 acre piece of land. You need to ask yourself, how much fertilizer do I require on 1 acre piece of land? So that you don't just go buying fertilizer arbitrarily without knowing. You must understand what it is or how many kilos of fertilizer you require. What kind of fertilizer do you require in your piece of land? Is it DAP? Is it CN? And even over and above all, the seasons. You must understand the seasons. But if you don't have the information, how do you understand the seasons? So information can give you or can give us the knowledge and skills to grow as individuals. We can use the information to learn new things, develop or understanding of different subjects, and gain competence in certain areas. Like, many Kenyans don't even take time. They have never studied how money works. I'm telling you, Kenyans, majority of us Kenyans, we are so ignorant. Very, very ignorant that even what people being told by the doctor, don't consume nyamashoma, don't take beer, but they continually ignore the person actually cautioning you not to take those steps. They understand from a medical perspective the negative effects on your health, but you assume the person talking is mad and you continually go taking those two things that you've been told not to, and you end up dying. When you die, I don't know whom you benefit because of lack of knowledge. The person advising you don't like taking advice. Many Kenyans don't like taking advice. It is very important. So information makes us people to grow. Information helps us to make better decisions. How do you make better? Having access to the right information can help us to make more informed decisions on important topics such as financial investments. Imagine, just like I had mentioned earlier on, even when it comes to making financial decisions, I'm telling you, and I'm going to repeat this, if you find yourself being poor in 21st century, it is because you are not well informed, it is because you're ignorant. I have said it in the past. The purpose of social media is not to inform us where you have taken your family for holiday. The purpose of social media is not to inform us that you have bought a new car. Whose benefit? If I tell you that I've bought a new car, how does it benefit you? That's just that crap. People showing off, you know. So the purpose of social media is to ask yourself, how can I leverage on this social media? If you sell carrots, how can you make that wider population know that you market carrots? How can we know that you make, if you're a lady in the salon, that you make the best designs of hair? If you sell cars, it is not about coming and showing us how good you are at dancing. We are not interested in your dancing acumen. By the way, your dancing acumen does not help any individual. That is your personal attribute. So you need to ask yourself, how do I use social media to make money? Because by the end of the day, the currency of life, which I have repeatedly said, is money. But some of us Kenyans, it's about telling us that you've been taken to Zanzibar, you've been taken to South Africa, you have been to Durban, Eastgate, Sun City. We are not interested. Please make sure that whatever you use in social media, it is not about insulting people or using the platform to go trying to malign and, of course, mudsling and backstabbing other people's lives. That is not the purpose of social media. So we are saying, because I'm talking about information, information helps us to make good decisions. So when you are knowledgeable, when you have information, you do not just go telling people things that don't add up. And that is why I've been so persistent and consistent, telling people that you have nothing to do in my social media. Kindly get out. I have not invited you, because there are those people whose business is to insult others. There are those people who see a platform to formate their bitterness about their frustrations in life. We are not offering the platform for people to come and vent out their anger. We are actually use social media to help other people grow. So information helps people in making better decisions. Why should I invest in this particular company and not this one? Why don't I open my account with this bank and not this one? Why do I drop some of my friends and keep some? That is purely matters to do with information. Information helps communication. Some of us people, you don't read. We have a lot of allergy when it comes to reading. And I can tell you this because I'm a scholar, that if you want to hide anything from Kenyans, just put it into books. Kenyans have acute allergy of reading. They don't read. Even when they buy a simple gadget like a phone, they don't read. They literally force the phone to work without referring to the user's manual. You know, that's how Kenyans behave. They like forcing things. You want to force things to happen. No, there is a way, there's a system to do things. So for information, as I have told you, it helps your communication. The information helps us to communicate with others more effectively, especially in the digital age. I thank God. Yes. So the purpose of social media is not tell us that you bought a new car or you have built a new house. Anyway, the house you're talking about, we have built houses and we don't even say. We have driven many cars, we don't say. We have bought very, very expensive things, we don't say. We have taken our spouses to so many unique exclusive joints, but we don't go because was I doing it for you or was I doing it for my spouse? Whose business? Why should you inform us in the first place what you're doing? We are not interested. So the purpose of information especially helps improve communication in this digital era where we really heavily rely on technology for communication purposes. We can use information to become familiar with different cultures, understand different languages, and develop a better understanding of other people's perspectives. That's another purpose of information. So you need to appreciate that. Information improves problem-solving skills. So when you look for that particular information, it helps to know how did those other people who suffered before me overcome the situation. If you have lost a beloved one, how do people overcome grief? You can only be able to learn those aspects of mourning and grieving if you get information, especially from people who have had the experience firsthand. But if your associations if you don't look for this particular information, then you have an issue. Access to accurate information and use it in appropriate. So you'll be able to learn how people have problems. You'll be able to know how do I maneuver a situation because you have information with you. So information helps people in solving their problems. Information increases productivity in lives. So you'll be able to tell those people who are actually misguiding you and those people who are guiding you in the right way. So information is important because it does that. It will be able to help you to know whether by having access to accurate information, we can save time and energy. In the long run, we are able to focus on tasks that require more attention and delegate the simpler ones. So you'll be able to know where you belong, what you are good at. That's purely about information. The other thing about information, it helps us to stay on up-to-date current events. So, like, some people, they don't even know what's happening in Ukraine. Do they even know where Ukraine is in the map? They don't even know what is going on between Ukraine and Russia. They don't even know what's happening in the football world. They don't even know what's happening in what you call the nutritional world. What is happening, what you call this, the bigger world. Because it is important to be updated. Some people, they look so confused because they don't have the information with them. So information helps us people to stay up to date on current events. Very, very important. We can use the information to stay updated on current events in the world and gain a better understanding on different perspectives. But some people, I have met them who are asking me, so if I know what's happening in China, then some people are so ignorant. Some people, believe you me, they have no idea what are the benefits of information. They have no idea. Anyway, we don't we take them as they are. Information enhances our learning experience. So you see, when you start now getting more information, you'll be able now to have what we call a wider scope of thinking. You'll not be narrow. You'll not be a narrow-minded person. You'll be broad in the way you argue, in the way you handle things, in the way you solve your problems, in the way you interact. It will help in terms of what we call interpersonal skills, among others. Now, information can help us find opportunities. What does that one mean? The moment we start knowing that we have some job opportunities, you only get to know that once you have the information with you. If you don't have that particular information with you, opportunities will come and go and leave you without knowing. By having access to the right information, we can identify potential opportunities for our business or career paths. So, if, for instance, there is an opening, if, for instance, you trade on given goods and services, you'll be knowing where the demand is because information is freely given. Now, wait a minute. Look at how Kenyans behave. Anytime on the news, we are watching news and you hear Business Week or business news, people now start changing channels. They start moving. They start now shuttling channels. They want to go and see what's happening on the field of soap opera, Mexican soap operas. They're not interested in getting that information or on investments. And that's why they're so ignorant. That's why people don't even understand what is a debenture, what is a corporate board, what's an infrastructure board, what is a stock IDIS, what is stock indices, what is consumer product index, what is per capita income, what is gross domestic product. They can't understand because when any information is mentioned on information on the business news, you change channels. Some people, when they buy the newspaper, they're only interested in those columns talking rubbish. Sorry to say, those columns that don't make a lot of sense. Okay, I appreciate the newspaper has got people who have different interests and tastes and preferences. But the question, what are you good at? Very, very important. Information will actually basically help you find opportunities. Information can help us connect with others. Like now, I'm in social media. Yes, I believe out of this discussion today, I'll get some individuals, serious individuals, to inquire matters business and matters finance. That is what I do. But you'll see that Kenyans will be more interested in going for Mogiri. That they want to go and unwind in a Mogiri show. But very few, you'll find Kenyans even buying 10 bottles of beer. But nobody can even dare give me 1,000 shillings or even 500 shillings for the information freely provided. Yet for me to become the person I am today, of course, you appreciate I've spent a lot of money. For me to be a doctor, I've spent a lot of money. For me to be a lawyer, for me to be a business strategist, I've spent a lot of money. But I'm now giving it to you for free. But if you are in a pub, you could have bought me 5 bottles of beer, maybe averaging between 250 to 300 shillings. But when it comes to sharing this information with you, you can't even bother. You can't even say, Kibisho, take a soda or take whatever. And that's normal within Kenya. If I was outside the Kenyan's jurisdiction, money would be flowing to my account right now for offering to give this particular information. But we don't mind. God has a way of rewarding us. So information can help us connect with others. So let me say the last point, that information helps us people. You develop new skills because you are able to know what it is. A certain skill, like, if you want to fly an airplane, you don't need to go to flying school, but you can still get that information in a Google. There is nothing in the world that is hidden nowadays. Every information is, even if you want to know who Kebicho is, just go to the Google, write Dr. Paul Kebicho. My information is there in plenty. So information helps you to develop new skills. You can even know how to fix a radio, how to even to start a business, how even to manage your finances, how to have what we call an expense manager. All those things are fully provided. But most of us people don't even bother. So it is in that light that I thought it is important for me, because of those people who may not have known who Kebicho is. I want to share with you a few things before I bring this show to a close. That I'm also an author. I've been asked by many people. I know, so those people have been watching me on my YouTube channel, you know this. I have written a few books. I don't write voluminous books, not because I don't have content, but I write this book with full view of full knowledge of Kenyans. Kenyans can't even read a newspaper and they complete. There are many people who don't even understand the Bible verses. Yes, the Bible are there. We were even given free Bibles by Gideon's International. But how many of us people bother to read? Very few. So I thought it was important for me to document my life. This is my first book that I've ever written, which is called Defying All Odds, a True Story, Rising Above Adversities in Life. How did Kebicho become the Kebicho that we know today? If you are interested in knowing who Kebicho is and where I came from, I have been saying that I was born and brought up in a forest. You can grab this book. My books are not expensive, but my books are loaded. For those who have read my book, maybe you can even write a comment, or you can even drop me on my wall a text. Thank you very much. How much is this book? I knew. We don't need Bibles. Fine. Don't say we don't need Bibles. That language is a bit repugnant. You say you don't need a Bible. You, as an individual, others need Bibles. Say I don't. Please differentiate between you, because you are referring to yourself, my brother. This is my brother. This one. It is not a matter of we. You don't say we don't. Say you don't need, and there's no problem with that anyway. That is a matter of choice. So I've written this book. This book goes at 1,000 shillings to be delivered wherever you are. It talks about, I have been saying that I was born and brought up in a forest. But what made me to be the person I am today? It is, if you go to nations, for those people who have traveled outside Kenya, and people say I'm proud when I say where I've been, but I don't care. You never paid for me anyway, the airfare, the air ticket. I paid it for myself, because people will always talk rubbish and they'll go throwing unprintable epithets, which is barbaric. And anyway, but I can tell you, if you go to Europe, if you go to UK, let me just talk about UK. If you go to UK and you take a train from central London to a place like Birmingham, or you go to Sheffield, you go to Nottingham, or you go to Sunderland, you find whites, they are busy reading. They don't go talking. But in Kenya, if you enter into a matatu, the discussion is, have you seen what Ruto has done? Have you seen the appointments of President Ruto? Have you heard what Gachagua, Deputy President, has said? We normally engage ourselves in things that don't add a lot of value to us. Whatever the president did, that was his prerogative. Whatever Deputy President Gachagua did, that was his prerogative. It's not about you. So you don't have to speak about things that don't add value. Get a book and read, understand. See, where was I motivated to read this book? I wrote this book because people thought you need to let people know where you have come from and prove to them that God works miracles. I have come from very far, by the way. I was actually digging toilets for people. I was making fences for people. I was selling tea baskets for people. But that never stopped me from becoming the doctor I am, from becoming the lawyer I am, from becoming the author I am. So I'm actually telling all of you watching me from wherever you are, you don't necessarily have to buy my book anyway. I have no problem. When I was printing them, I never knew you were going to be my customer anyway. I'm just like a hotelier who prepares tea without necessarily calling individuals to come and consume his stuff. But should you be interested in knowing what Kebicho has, form this habit of reading. Understand where Kebicho has come from. Understand why Kebicho talks authoritatively like he does. So I wrote a book, Defying All Odds, a True Story, Rising Above Adversities in Life. And I'm telling you this, if you need to understand that people have come from very far. Even if you may not necessarily read my book, buy a book by Robert Kiyosaki. Buy a book by this man called Boniface Okoth, The Millionaires in Us. Buy this book by Zig Ziglar, See You at the Top. Buy this book by Brian Tracy. Buy this book by Anthony Robbins. Buy a book, grab a book, read. If you lead, you expound, you will not be arguing the way you do. Some people argue the way they do. If you find somebody writing trash on social media, it is because his central nervous system, which comprises of medulla oblongata, hypothalamus, and pituitary glands in the neurosacral system, there is no information stored there. So the only thing this particular individual knows is to actually format what we call trash. So it's good to read. Please, let's read. Once you read this book, it will make you understand who Kebisho is, where Kebisho has come from, and what propelled Kebisho to the heights that he is in today. I have written another book here, a very simple book, a very, very simple book, which is called Financial Wellness and Wealth Creation. Everybody wakes up every morning to make money, but not all of us people make money. And let me tell you, and I have told you, for those people who have bothered to listen to me, excuses are the tools of the incompetent. People give all types of excuses. I'm poor because my father was poor. I'm poor because I was born and brought up in a forest. I'm poor because in our family nobody has ever owned a piece of land. I'm poor because in our family nobody has ever owned a car. That is what we call rubbish. Completely utter rubbish. There is no relationship between where you are and your destiny. Your destiny, you are the architect. By the way, those people who succeed and those people who fail, their success level purely depends on what we call what is between their 2 ears. Our 2 ears here, I can tell you, and we normally say human minds have the capacity to solve problems brought to them at any given time. And whatever your brain can conceive, can achieve. I'm one person who is self-made. I was not made the person I am by a single individual. Nobody made me. We have some people today who are leaders who say they were made by somebody. They were mentored by somebody. Nobody mentored me in this journey. I thank God. So if you can read this book, Personal Financial Wellness and Wealth Creation, it will give you some nuggets on how to make money. It will give you some nuggets on understanding what is income statement and expenditure statement. It will make you understand what's a debit, what is a credit. It will make you understand what we call the 15 commandments of finances. This book will be available for those people who need it. I'll be giving you my number. But remember, it's up to you. The choice is yours. I have told you many times that you are the architect of your own destiny. But please understand money, because everybody that you see driving a good car has not stolen from the public coffers, has some element of financial discipline and hygiene. So do you have that discipline? Do you have it yourself? Yes, I have another book here, which is called After the 60th Day, Quality Work Life Manual. After you have made money, so enjoy money. You only live once. You don't require to save money to buy what we call a ladder to heaven. You only require money to manage your lives and make your life more bearable and a life more bearable. So you need to have this book. Thank you very much, Kabura76. You have really benefited from my talks. Thank you so much for appreciating that. You talk too much. Fine, I have no problem. I don't give you a bill for that. If you think I talk too much, what business do you have staying here? You know me, I don't mince my words. I have not even invited you in the first place. I respond on the spot person. I don't give a damn. So if I talk too much, what does it cost you? You need to behave, my brother, wherever you are. So this is my book. You can see the kind of individual. If you look, I wish you can do a research on this individual, and that this person has nothing between his 2 years or her 2 years. I don't compete with the people of your caliber. I compete with the people who have substance in their minds. And I have no apologies to make. So left my other viewers. So after the 60th day, I have responded as you have written to me. I don't give a damn. These are called negative vibes. Leave them alone. Thank you very much. You understand? Those are the kind of individuals that we should never have them closer to us. They should move. They should go. You checked on her bio. Thank you. How to order your book, I'll tell you that. So after the 60th day, Quality Work Life Manual. Anyway, we live among people who are volumes. And you have seen the volumes now coming up. We have no time for them. So after the 60th, well, if you make some money, please enjoy life. Make sure that you enjoy life. Maybe the guy writing to me is a standard 8 dropout or a form 2 dropout. So leave them alone. So you need to manage your life. Money is good, but you can't work for money from January to 31st December. You need to have a break. You need to ask yourself, how do you balance work life and your social life and your family life? Your family life, your work life, and whatever, the mode of achieving your goals without compromising each element in your life. Please make sure that you manage your work well. There are people who die in the office. And remember, when you die in the office, nature does not abhor a vacuum. There will be no vacuum. Let me tell you, when our governor died, when Governor Gachagua died, brother to the current deputy president, there was a guy called Duamadai who took over immediately. So there was no vacancy. When Dr. Patrick Gakuru, the Nyeri governor, died, I'm telling you, the position was taken by the current governor, Governor Mutahi Kahiga, immediately. If today I passed on, God forbid, this seat I'm occupying will be occupied by another individual right away. So the best thing is to make sure that you manage your life well, because you don't have all the time in this world. So make sure you know how to manage this life. I have written a book on that. I'm the author of this book. Whoever is feeding it to me, thank you very much. Leave them alone. Hakuna soko haina mu. I like those guys. People on social media, I admire you because you have also been able to separate the wheat from the chaff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't to have apology for this. Thank you very much. You make me feel good because you can tell there are some individuals who are out there hell bent to make us feel bad. So this book is there. It can help you to manage your family. It can help you manage your workplace, and of course your other dreams and goals in life. Now, the other book that I have written is this one, which is called Demystifying Success. Demystifying Success. I have told many people that success is relative, and what you think is success. Oh, I think there's a guy here. I'm actually working on. I thank God for social media. I am very, very happy. I have a guy here, my friend, who is telling me that you'll be nifanye moderator. Nitakuwa na watoa. Thank you. Please make sure that you look for me. I give you a book. Blessed, please make sure that you talk to me after this. I'll make sure that you get a copy of my book. Thank you so much, Blessed. Yeah, don't you worry. I'll make you one. You'll be the chief whip in this particular forum so that you can be removing those people who have nothing to do with us. I like your teaching so much. I have just joined. Thank you very much. How do we get the book? I'll be talking about how you can get my book shortly. So please, Demystifying Success. Allow me to expound on this one. You know, God has created us differently. We are all human beings in this human race, but we don't think the same way. We don't process things the same way. We are not at the same speed, all of us. Some of us are fast thinkers, others are moderate thinkers, others are slow thinkers. They all belong to the human race, and we appreciate that. By the way, let me say this. You need first of all to have known where you belong in terms of making decisions. Now, what happens is that today there's a parent whose child has cleared class 8, and he can give a testimony in church that his son or her daughter or her son has completed education. You see, as far as that individual is concerned, doing KCPE for his son or his daughter or her daughter has achieved. So that to him means success. We have another one whose child has sat for Form 4. He still calls that one success. Another one has completed a certificate, a diploma, a degree, a master's, a PhD, a postdoctoral course. So it depends. Success depends. There's somebody who has bought a 40 by 60, and by all definition, by all shades of definition, that person has achieved. But wait a minute, allow me to ask you this question. I have been talking about this guy called Sir Richard Branson. Sir Richard Branson is a man that I admire. And for those who don't know, you need to read. He suffered from he had a medical condition, but that never made him to stop achieving whatever he wanted to achieve in life. So I think I need more information to argue with doctors like you. You just require to read. Kindly deliver one at Ridgeview Gardens on Kiabu Road. Thank you very much. You have started even making wonders. I thank God. I knew people in my TikTok page will be. Of course, I have already talked about it on my YouTube page, but I'm talking it now to TikTok page. Now, allow me to help you unravel and demystify what success is all about. Success, don't be lied to. We have people who are billionaires, but they are becoming billionaires. Their root has been questionable. Their integrity, they have integrity issues. They have character issues. But as far as those people are concerned, we think this person. So you have got what we call the light success, and we have the wrong success. How do I go about starting a financial strategy consulting firm? I am really looking for a mentor. I'll give you my. I run a consulting firm. Don't you worry, my brother. So you see, when we talk about success, success basically means that You have been able to move from one level to another. So if you have been riding a bicycle and you have bought a motorbike, that is success by all definition, by all shades and colors. That is success. Maybe you have been able to buy a piece of land and you have built. By all definition, that is success. But let me not do so. I have properly defined what success is in this book, which is called Demystifying Success. I'm the author of this book also. So please get a copy, understand what success is all about. Allow me not to go to delve so much into it, because for those interested, they'll get a copy. Now, I have another book here, which is called The Transformative and Authentic Leader of 21st Century. The Transformative and Authentic Leader of 21st Century. And please remember to like my TikTok page. I don't mind also reaching the levels of Sakanja, the levels of Joho. I don't mind. You can make me also to have those kind of subscription. I don't mind you liking my page or following my page. I will really, really appreciate. I beseech you, because you are my friends also. Don't you worry, kindly make sure that you also subscribe to my page. I'll appreciate both YouTube and TikTok page. That's a request. I am not using as a request. The transformative and authentic leader of 21st century. We require leaders today who are conscious of the people that they lead. Whether you are a pastor, whether you are an MCA, whether you are an MP, whether you are a woman rep or a senator or a governor or a president, you need to be transformative in nation. I don't have a lot of time to explain what the word transformative means and what authentic that means. An authentic leader is that person who says, I'm going to drill boreholes for people. Or then authentic leader makes sure that his words, he keeps his promises and he walks his talk. We have so many leaders today, by the way, who are just leaders by default. Many leaders that we have even today in our government today, they were not meant to be, but the people who voted them in were not able to do a very serious evaluation of those characters. And that is why we shall continually complain. After every 5 years, we shall continually complain that we have got the wrong leaders in the position. The question is, who put those leaders into those positions? Aren't we the same individuals who put those leaders into those positions? So why should we continually complain? Yet we had the opportunity to put the right leader on the jobs that we gave them. So I've been able now to help people understand leading exercises mind like any other body parts. I like it. It enlightens me to thank you so much, blessed. I'm of this book, which is called The Authentic Leader of 21st Century. We must appreciate that we are not just talking about, thank you very much, Same Motiga, very powerful. Thank you very much. You are always being my good role model. I appreciate you very much, Mr. Motiga, wherever you are, Same Motiga. May God bless you. Even those others appreciating me wherever they are, I appreciate you. I don't mind positive criticisms and negative criticisms, but which are directional, not just criticizing for the sake of criticizing. We require people. I need a copy. Thank you very much. I'll make sure that you get a copy. I'll be it right now shortly after this. So, and I'm also inviting people who hear my mother tongue again tonight on Inoro FM radio from 10 p.m. to midnight. I'll be talking about classification of debts, looking at good debts and bad debts, and what should we avoid in life. So the transformative and authentic leader of 21st century basically helps people to understand when you have been given a position of leadership, how are you supposed to handle it? You have been made a principal. You are leading people. You're leading. You have your students. You have your members of teaching staff, non-teaching staff, the PTA members, the board of management members, and other stakeholders. How then do you balance that? You really inspires me a lot. You are my role model, but I have never met you. Guy Akura Adimage. Thank you very much, Governor. I don't know. This is Governor. I can't be able to see properly. Governor Paul. Is it Paul? Cosmetologist. Well, thank you very much, Paul. If I have inspired you, may God bless you. It's always a blessing. It's always a blessing to me to hear people giving those particular responses and comments. So we need to ask ourselves, at whatever level that you are in, what is it that you are doing? Are you inspiring people? You know, expired people, like those people that you see writing, I'm not in Kenya at GAF the moment, coming back next year. Don't you worry, I'll definitely come for it. If you come, don't you worry. I can assure you, you'll get the book, Mr. Blessed and Favored. Thank you very much, blessed and favored. So we have some people who are completely expired. They are walking corpses. By the way, in every aspect, they are dead. Please never associate yourself with people who are expired, because expired drugs don't heal. Expired drugs kill. Somebody, if you come across somebody telling you that he dreamt last night, having been driven by river, having been drowned by river Mississippi, that's a walking corpse. Please run away from that individual. If you come across somebody who talks ill of other people's achievements, like we have some individuals who do that, that is an expired drug. You need to be talking to people who are inspired so that they can also inspire you to move to the next level. You have to become inspired to inspire others to move to the next level. So this book will make you become my first time. Okay, I don't know. That message is gone. Don't you worry. So you need to look at individuals that you interact with. So if you want to become a transformative leader at whatever level, you must learn to lead and study the people that you are leading, understand their needs, do a needs analysis, understand their moods, the way they think, the way they handle things, the way they react to environment, so that you can become a good leader who understands a 360-degree viewpoint. If you do that, you're about to succeed. Anyone? My book, drop me a text on my phone. Once you send me a text on my phone, I'll be able to make arrangements of you to get this book. Every book goes at 1,000 shillings per copy. I have also written another one that I don't want to mention about it right now. I've written several books, but I have another one coming your way. This book is so unique. You have no idea. You can't miss to get a copy of this book. I know when I talk about it, it will actually make people wake up from wherever they are. It will also make people, I know orders are going to be made right away. This is the other book that I have written, which is called, this is my other book, which is called Investments Without Regrets, Understanding Investments. This is my book, which is coming out. The book is actually the book is with the publishers. It is called Understanding Investments. I'm the author of this book too. We first met in PC Moja Parish English session last year. I was very, very happy. Thank you very much. Say a number, I'll pin it for you. Thank you very much, Blessed. My number is Blessed and Favored 0722 63021. 0722 63021. God bless you so much. 0722 63021. You can also drop me an email at paulkebicho@gmail.com. Paul Kebicho. Thank you very much, Blessed and Favored. That's my number, 0722 63021. And let's just use that number constructively. Thank you very much. So you can, some comments in this life were filtered to protect the community's experience. We appreciate. You can drop me an email via paulkebicho@gmail.com, paulkebicho@gmail.com. You can also drop me a text, 0722 63021. Let me know the book that you need from me. I'll be able to deliver this book. If you're interested in the transformative and authentic leader of 21st century, please specify the book you want. If you're interested in demystifying success, let me know. I'll drop the book to you. If you're interested in after the 60th day quality work life manual, let me know. If you're interested in financial awareness and wealth creation, let me know. If you're interested in defying all odds, a true story, rising above adversities in life, let me know. I'll be able to do that for you. The books will be Understanding Investment Without Regrets. I'll be able to do that. It has been my pleasure talking to you. Maybe I can see a few comments coming my way before I bring to an end this live show. Are you there and you have something that you want to say? Kindly drop. You can drop a text to me. I would really appreciate. And I thank God for all of you. And especially those people who have got, I need a mentor in financial matter strategy. I have given you my book. Kindly, Jane, talk to me. Is it Jane? 63021. All right. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Blessed and Favored, thank you very much for making me know your agenda. Thanks, Kebisho. Once I graduate in good qualification of this. Thank you now, Madam Blessed and Favored. Hello, Daktari. I will. Thanks. Okay. So I'll make Madam Blessed and Favored my admin. Do you want? I actually have your book. An anonymous Fred of. Thank you to get in your nerves. Thank you very much. I appreciate for being my friend. A call you can either call or text me. I have no issue with that. I like people. Dr. Kebisho, kuna kitu hujui. I like you very much. Thank you. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. That's a compliment. I appreciate. Uh-huh. And to those people who hear my mother tongue, please, wherever you are, make sure that you tune in to Inoro Radio FM, to Inoro Radio FM station. That is the Inoro Radio from 10 p.m. to midnight. I'll be talking on a Hello Prof. Naitwa Washira from Rescue Agrofet Nyeri, huwa nakusikiza nikiwa na Kamau, mkiwa na Kamau Akang'ethe. Thank you very much. I was also born and brought up in Nyeri. Thank you so much for that. So I'm inviting you to that particular show tonight. We share a few things on classification of debts. Must you take a debt? Must you have a loan? Must you be in debt? We'll be discussing that. Any other comments before I bring this show to a close? Dagetari in the house, tunakupenda. Extremely humbled. Thank you very much. God bless you. Atakupendwa ni kitu ya maana sana. I think at that point now, I have seen behind. You have been my good role model. God bless you. So thank you so much. I can't name, I'm using the gadget. Nimelearn a lot. Naweza peana ushuhuda yako. Thank you so much. I wish Meshach, Darui Meshach, thank you very much. You can give a testimony. Thank you. God bless you for that. I like getting those comments. And for those who have given me flowers, I appreciate so much. Last time somebody was asking me whether I take offerings and tithes. I'm a human being. Sometimes because I'm a human being, and the only thing that and some of you might have known this far, is that I don't entertain nonsense. I don't entertain mediocrity. That is me. And that will be my position till I leave this world. I will never entertain mediocrity. That one I refused. I have no space for mediocre people. That one I say no. I tell people, I like people engaging. I know like having what we call an intellectual intercourse with the people who think. And I'm very, very, my people in social. Thank you. Please like my page on TikTok page. Please like my subscribe page on YouTube. SK Mwangi from Alena Homes Limited, Property Management Nakuru and Thika, we love you. Thank you so much, Mr. SK Mwangi from Alena Home, a platform to advertise your properties. I'll give you at a very, very competitive rate because I've seen people very, very fast. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mwangi. Let's start together. Thank you very much, blessed and favored. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you. I have never met you, and I know you're really blessed and favored. I'm still waiting for a few comments before my show 45 minutes. I don't normally like giving people a lot of extended information because it may lose its meaning. So I'm just taking a few comments. I'm waiting for a few comments. William 254, thank you for joining. Edith Karaoke, thank you for joining. Street Dora, thank you. Digish 150, thank you. Ajabi, thank you for joining. Areki, thank you. Daniel Wanjohi, thank you for that. Allow me to go to my TikTok page for a minute. Martin Mogai, hello doctor, how much are the books and where can I buy them? Keep doing the good work. Thank you very much, Mr. Martin Mongai. I have given you, just please inbox me in my number 0722633022. Sorry. 0722633021. I'll be able to give more guidance. God bless you. Thank you so much, engineer, for saying I become blessed. How can we get in touch with you, doctor? Please call me on 0722633021. Madam Blessed and Favored had pinned my number on the wall, 0722633021. I also preach in the church, by the way, despite me being a bit allergic to mediocrity. I talk to groups of individuals. I mentor, I do coaching and mentorship. I train people. I'm the only person who trains people on what we call motivation, how you can use motivation as a platform of generating income. It has really helped me a lot. On Saturday coming, I'll be at Kiamotogo Boys High School in Kirinyaga. I'm reporting to people. I'll be in Kiamotogo Boys High School. Then on Saturday, I'll be at PCA Kirogoya. Keep talking to a group of men on you can't wait to have that talk. So Dawit Nyamen, thank you very much, Dawit. Sarah, thank you so much. So please, at that point now, I think I'm going to do Simon Sarah, thank you very much. Dennis Bogo, thank you so much for joining us. Alfred Jogona, thank you. Mam Wilma, thank you so much. Mwimenyi, thank you so much. Legit ND Gradwell M Masharia, thank you for joining us. Please like my page as Madam Blessed and Favored has requested. Let's take my numbers to 10,000. I appreciate. And I'll be giving you talks on different topics. If you are interested in getting my book, Madam, Carrie, Steve, thank you. You can get in touch with me. Get in touch with me on that number. May God bless you. I wish you a blessed Sunday. Nobody was born a failure. We need to change our attitude, because we say your attitude dictates your altitude in life. Your attitude dictates your altitude. So wherever you are, whatever level you are, purely depends on your attitude. And the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so he is. So God has given all of us the ability and the capacity to turn around whom we are and we go to other levels. But that is purely optional. It is purely a matter of individual decision making. I'll be training you on another area. So I thank God for all of you. Maybe I need to change my attitude. Because we have said your attitude dictates your altitude. And remember, for those who joined me last time, we talked about MAZE, maximum activity, zero effects. And we talked about the busy bodies. We need to ask ourselves, since God has given us the energy and the good health, are we using it to become wealthy? What are we doing to turn around our fortunes? So that will be a topic for another day. Thank you very much. I've gotten 3,900 likes. Salute to all of you. I have had more. There was the numbers had gone to 97. Those watching me from wherever they are, I appreciate all of you. I now say that may God bless you and may God's grace be sufficient. I'm now adding my YouTube channel page. I started my YouTube channel page. The books, 1,000 each. Yeah, thank you very much once again, Blessed and Favored. Yeah, that's the cost of per book is 1,000 shillings. If you're interested, you can just use my number 07226330021. Book the 5 books. It will be delivered to you wherever you are. If you're interested, for me to know that you are a serious person, please send me money in that number that I've given you. These books will be delivered to you wherever you are. Autobiographed. I'll sign using. Oops. Why do I keep my expensive pen? People. Yeah. So this I'll sign autobiography. Like for Blessed, for instance, and if you go with this signature to any bank in Kenya, when they see the signature, you can be assured you'll get a minimum of 5,000 shillings token on a lighter note. So may God bless you. I think that one brings us to the end of this talk. I want to prepare for the evening class, but I salute all of you. Thank you, dear members in my TikTok page, for being men and women of decorum and tandem. I salute you. May God bless you all. Thank you.